my 25 years of building what I have is like 25 years of building a foundation for a big house. If you don't have that and you quickly just rise through social media or through whatever, the technical stuff, it's okay. But you must remember, people get to trend for 2 weeks. The biggest misconception about our industry is that people die paupers, they don't have money, or they're sick, they can't go to hospitals and what. Okay, but if you go to those hospitals, those public hospitals, there's everyone there.
Yeah.
You get there, you find people who are lawyers, but they are not famous. Unfortunately, if you are in a taxi and you're on TV, you looked at as, there's no money on TV. But remember, the taxi is full.
Yeah.
So you're not the only one in the taxi. So all these other people have a place where they work and they're going to their workplace. So why can't I go to my workplace? In every family, there's a crazy person. I'm sure you
I'm thinking about
someone,
our family.
No, you look like the crazy one. No, I'm joking.
There's a new kid in the block that's coming in to also shake the industry. But what I want to find out from you, when you hear artificial intelligence, deepfake, what's your first gut reaction?
Ukadira artificial intelligence, whether the deep fake and everything like that.
Yeah.
The only problem I have that is unlike any other industry is people still want to feel your soul.
There was a time in South Africa where 6 to 9 p.m. meant every household eMzansi ibhekelele amahlela afanayo. So sasiqala ngesidingo sithi generations bese sithi mubango ngo 9 p.m. and wonke umuntu ekulo hlelo sasazi ukuthi no man, they've earned their stripes. These are people abeku market theater, Joburg theater, beshana ngama local drama, and sasazi sonke ukuthi this is how legends are made. But ke izinto ziyashintsha and they are shifting really quickly. Sometimes it feels like, well, when I'm having conversations with my friends, I'm questions aseyahluka noma aseyashintsha ukuthi everyone is asking or no longer asking who can carry a scene, but rather sibabuza ukuthi who can carry a trend. Hello, Sanbon, Ikamo Prince Mashinini. I am just an ordinary gent who's trying to figure out ukuthi kahle kahle lento AI yini and how is it changing the way we live and also the industries esiwathandayo nje ngabantu. But I have a question for you, right? When I'm ohlezi ekhaya and you're banging TV, I mean, we all watch television, regardless whether we're watching it on the phone or on screen these days, right? Do you feel ukuthi at the core of the South African acting craft, when productions are putting shows together, are they still prioritizing acting or are they quietly chasing the numbers game? Asad, just drop a comment on the comment section because it's quite important. But the hlelo or the show is quite important, and to help me unpack that, I've got someone who is about the craft, but actually who is the craft. A giant in the South African film and television. So when I'm Principal Mahongwa or as Maloro, because I was introduced to him as Maloro in 2008 on Death of the Queen. There's a scene there where it's raining and Sishoki is holding on to him by the ankles and it's like the I know I butchered that. She didn't do that. She did quite a stellar job. But when I watched it, I was like, this is something I want to do. Ladies and gents, help me welcome Mr. Putla. I'm gonna say your surname, but it's just better. Sehlapelo. See, the Zulu gent is learning. It's a goal, man. It's a goal.
Yeah.
Man, thank you so much for taking your time just to chat about such an important conversation, looking at should actors be concerned or excited about the rise of social media, AI, and all the deep fakes.
We are concerned.
Oh, you are concerned?
No, we all are concerned. I'm talking about the actors who've been there in the acting fraternity for a while. We are concerned. But, but the concern is not a worry.
Okay.
You know, I don't think they should be worried because acting is unlike driving a car, or unlike all the other technical things, acting is a soul thing.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like people still want to connect with your soul when you act. So I don't think being too concerned is important. I just think we need to know and learn the new things and the new features of life when it comes to this industry. But yeah, I do worry too much.
I worry too much. That's a good point of view to have, right? But I'm wondering, how long have you been acting for now?
Yeah.
65 years?
Not 62 years.
Wait,
take the two and put it at the end.
26 years is a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's a good run, and you've been at the forefront. And I'm wondering, back when you started 26 years ago, your phone that you have in your hand might become as equally important as your script. And if you knew that, looking back, would you have said, "Hey, Munna, Putla, start building your brand now"?
Even if I wanted to, I mean, we didn't have phones then.
Yeah.
So what would I use? Still, I'd have to have followed the norm. That's how we used to build brands then. It's how we used to build brands then.
Yeah.
We used to do auditions. We should try and talk to casting directors and all those kind of things.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think now that the phone is here, we must start building brands now, because even the phone brands change every week.
That's true.
So they build themselves, and then we have to build ourselves through them. So it's quite a difficult thing. For now, I mean, like I said, I'm not really concerned about it.
I hear you.
Yeah.
But also, I'm thinking now, listening to you, right? You're not concerned about it because you understand which isn't move, and there's always going to be change, right?
Yeah.
But then, does that mean, because you've been working for 25 or 26 years up until this point, whatever you've built before now, right, traditionally, because isn't the way they were done.
Yeah.
Casting director, script, and making sure when you're on set, we shine and then you go home. Now, all the work that was done then, does the rise of social media erase all of that? Because social media is, you have to have 1 million, 2 million numbers, right? And then 2 million followers can be quantified into 25 years of experience.
Yeah.
So do you think social media erases your experience?
Not really. It does for some, depending on what you're chasing.
Okay.
If you're chasing the fame, if you're chasing the numbers, you think you need them. For me, not necessarily. I feel like my 25 years of building what I have is like 25 years of building a foundation for a big house, or whatever house. My foundation stays.
It doesn't move.
It doesn't move. It stays. It's a foundation. So if you don't have that, and you quickly just rise through social media or through whatever, the technical stuff, it's okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the foundation is weak.
It's not the same.
No, it's not the same. This is why your 25 days of preparation for something that gives you 25,000 rands in 1 second is okay. It's good. We all need that space. But you must remember, people get to trend for 2 weeks. And you are so famous for 2 weeks, and for the next 2 years, they remember you, but they don't see anything about you. They talk bad about you, and it takes it. They're like, "Hey, this guy was trending for 2 weeks. It was so good." And so you need to be playing the soccer every day, trying to be part of the world of acting every day. You know what I mean? And so it's difficult on the social media guys as well. So I'm happy with the 25 years for the past 25 years. People will still remember you and call you by the name. 2008. Maloro, whatever I've done. They're like, "Hey, mama," and it means a lot.
Yeah.
You spoke about it. It's like, I saw you 2008.
Yeah.
So how do you still remember that? Do you think if I was training for 2 weeks, you'd remember it?
Oh, you just flipped the script. I won't even lie, because I've never looked at it from that angle. And you're so right. So you can't erase what you've done.
Yeah.
And also the fact that what you do, or what television does in comparative to cell phones or social media, it's memorable. That's why we love it. Because you can also always go back to it and watch it. I can watch Death of a Queen now and run that entire series. But I can't watch the same social media video that made me laugh yesterday. Because now I know, I'm used to it. I'm just like, then there's nothing I'm gonna pick up.
And there's a
from
lot
here.
of them. There's a lot of them. For you to go back to it, there's another one who's done another one last night. Someone is doing another one now.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not killing them out of the picture, but I'm just saying you can then go back to Death of a Queen and remind yourself and watch it. You can still watch your social media stuff that you did.
That's true.
That someone did 2 weeks ago, but I don't think
the depth is not the same.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, right? If we're looking at the marketing bag in South Africa for South African television shows specifically, it's not Hollywood. Hollywood's got this amount of budget when it comes to marketing a new show, right?
Yeah.
So that means producers are getting creative. They have to get creative. So when you're walking into an audition room as Putla, they're looking at your show real sure, but then some of the questions that they are asking is, what's your engagement like on social media?
Yeah.
And that shifts the dynamic. Social media is also now becoming an audition room to an extent.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that?
It's a bit of a difficult space to be at, but personally, I don't think it will bother me that much, because I feel like people start asking you about numbers when you don't have natural numbers.
Okay.
Like they'll start asking you about how many followers do you have when they see that there's a space you can't fill.
Oh.
Yeah, like your thing works, but
yeah.
You know, so they'll say, okay, let's see if he's got numbers. But I mean, if you don't have numbers and if you're not chasing numbers, but your work ethic and your work itself speaks volumes.
Yeah.
They will rather take you and put you with the guys who are in social media, who are wrecking the numbers, so that you can show them and guide them in terms of the acting, because sometimes they need you. They need me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've never gotten, and I'm not saying that I'm the best actor. I haven't even won any awards, so I'm not part of the best. But I'm in the middle. You know, I'm getting there. One day I'll do great things. But I feel like I'm working towards understanding my craft and understanding the guys on social media, what they're working on, and we can still work together. But if I can pull a trick, more students shoot down. Obviously, but the numbers now, because we don't think he can cry in this scene.
Yeah.
But even if he acts like he's crying, but he's not crying.
We don't believe him.
We want him to have numbers at least.
Okay. Well, that's
so it's numbers for me are consolation. It's like, let's just work with numbers because we have to work with this guy and he can't produce.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I think I'm learning so much from this conversation. I don't know what I had in mind coming into this, right? Mm-hmm. But you are showing me a different room that I wasn't expecting. Which one, you're not scared about what's going on. You are ready to adapt as an actor that's going on. And also you see your value in this changing entire AI technology and all of those things. And you understand what you bring to the table. And one of the things that I'm thinking about, just back off what you were saying, Oguti, one of the things that I've noticed is that when I was growing up, generations and sitting actors were mythical. They were like untouchable.
Yeah.
They were so far from all of us. Like you were just like, like you can't just bump into Romo in the streets. And we know it's men's in Gubana, but it's Romo to us, right? But now social media is also changing that dynamic and making them more accessible. And people argue that because of that, the star power and the mythical that surrounds an actor, that what makes an actor is also disappearing. Do you agree with this or do you not agree with this? Because social media star power decreasing.
Look, it is. I don't know what star power means.
Okay.
But I mean, to me, I really don't care about star power. I don't care about it. I hope it means being a star.
Yeah.
Being a mystery, a mythical being. I'm myself, and I love being myself.
Yeah.
But I love being someone else.
Oh.
So the star power thing to me would be that I would like to take that person home. I'd like to be that person in the streets. I would like to be that person that I am on TV, outside TV, and I wouldn't want that. So if I'm not looked at as a star, or I don't have that star power outside TV, I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
Because the star must shine on Mahongwa. The star must shine on Maloro, not on Putla. So I do not want them to meet. You know, they're always apart, and I love it that way. So, but I get chase Lerging.
Clout.
Fame. We leave it at cloud.
And fame, yes.
Social. I get chase that. For Nagi sharp. I'm okay with who I am. I do not play humble.
Yeah.
I just hope I am. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm just going to be myself. I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to play who I am when I'm outside TV, which is not an important person, but a special person.
You're saying something quite important, which when you like the separation of the two, right?
Yeah.
But it's making me think, right? Because you're saying you don't know what a star power is, but then doesn't being a star or having star power means you can demand more money? Because essentially, that's how Hollywood actors, or as far as I know, negotiate contracts. It's like, if I get Putla on this project, right, whether it's a movie or it's a TV show, I know already guaranteed I've got 5 million followers on Instagram and 2 million followers on TikTok that are following him.
Yeah.
So that helps in making money as an actor. What do you say about that? Does that happen maybe here in South Africa, or is it just an international way of doing things that we don't do here?
I just think we a lot of us, we're lying to each other.
Okay.
When it comes to the following or followership, whatever you call it, or of social media, I feel like we think. I'll give an example with the show that I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I feel like we think having followers, 1 million followers, and I'm not writing, please forgive me guys at home, I'm not writing those people out to say or when you have followers it doesn't translate into money on TV and everything. But I feel like, for example, on Scheme Sam, this is my feeling, maybe I'm wrong. I feel like AR's audience ratings, I feel like they don't rely on your followers on social media, because most of people are this is what I feel, are kids.
Okay.
And old people. They don't have social media. They don't have, what you call it? And
Instagram,
TikTok. They don't have those things. Most.
Yeah.
And those who have, they go and check it on their Instagram and say, we saw that scene, and then they see the scene trending because someone watched it and put it on that social, and then all of a sudden you're trending on that social thing, and there's a trending scene, but they didn't watch me on TV. See, and I still want the audience on TV.
Yeah.
The people are going to be watching me for another 30 minutes. But I'm playing.
Yeah.
Excuse me. To understand. Then but trendy shang, and then the next thing episode number next. No, they're not there. But we are go high, go wedding, people who are saying you're trending, they don't even know what you said apart from that trending part of the scene. So for me, it's a very different thing. As I'm saying, you would still want to have the normal traditional way of doing things, than to go and rely on social media completely and say, for me, I give it 20% for now. And I know it's growing. Yeah, it's gonna take over, but for now I'm still 20%. Yeah.
And also, yeah, you make me think. I'm thinking too much. I don't like the thinking, but I like the conversation. But the thinking is really great, because even you mentioning Oguti, like our generation, maybe our demographic, like you're saying, the 20s to like maybe let's say 35, who are making a life for themselves, who are working and all of those things, don't necessarily sit down and watch a television show anymore, because everything I'm doing, I have my phone in my hand, right? And I only see traditional television, like you're saying, when it's trending.
Yes.
If there's like a scene that I don't even understand how it came and where it's going, but that 1 minute that I'm gonna see, that's the only time I'm interacting with television, because I'm on my phone. Which is also making me think, then, because producers are aware of this, right? And they also have to play into that market, because they know she's gonna watch Skim Sam because she wants to know what Mahonga did last week and what Mahonga is gonna do this week from what he did last week. And
please, can I cut you there? I know, please keep that thought so that you can continue with it.
Yeah.
One thing that I've learned, that I've realized, sorry, with this trending thing, is that social media, you know, and TV are two different things.
Yes.
But in the sense that I've realized that mahonga.
Yeah.
I want to go into my social media stuff, my Instagram, and I don't necessarily have TikTok. I don't think I do. Somebody opened for me, my friend.
Yes.
But social, what you call it, Instagram, I have, and Facebook. I've realized that I do not have. I'm one of the guys at work who have the fewest what you call followers.
Yeah.
I've got about 17,000, 18,000. People
that's
have got
a lot.
No, not for schemes.
Okay.
So people have got 250,000, a million, 2 million. Most people have got over 100,000. Most. So I'm one of the last ones, maybe if not the last.
Yeah.
But what I've realized is, can you believe that I've got the most trending things
on the TikTok, on social media.
On social media,
yeah.
You know, where there's even a way of speaking, a way of talking to each other and exchange in terms of when people talking about money, and they'll say, "Hey, give me home." I don't have money. So I don't know of any other character that say "Kimamang," you know what I'm and then using that, and then they'll use my face on those kind of things. It's like a meme kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's part of life. People speak like that.
Yeah.
So now, if I was into social media, I was gonna try and take that and put it into my life, because that's me, you know. Put it into my life so that I can get more followers.
Okay.
So you see, for me, it's not about the followers and the number of followers I have.
Yeah.
You know, for me, it's about the kind of work I do. So as much as I'm not trending,
you are trending.
I'm way trending.
I see what you did there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you did there.
I just decided to use a different platform
and go differently on how you do about it. Whereas your work speaks for you. You don't have to be high in the kitchen at your own house trying to be mahonga.
No.
So you can get more numbers and more views. With hey, I'm taking work home.
Exactly.
I'm still this guy.
Yeah.
Get know, right? Here's what I'm learning from the conversation that I'm having with Mr. Putla. I would say, yeah, when he goes into work, or when he goes to work as an actor, wenza umsebenzi wakhe ngokuqonda, akenzeli ukuthi yazini uPrince mela ngibone ngitrenda on the scene, so ngizoyishaya kanje lento bese ngiyishaya kanje. That's what I'm learning from you. But it's kind of conversation that's going on also with social media around the trending of shows, right? Abanye abantu are saying ukuthi production houses and writers are writing to trend. So bathatha izinto as with social media, like words and sayings, and putting it into shows and characters. You find good when as Mr. Mawan, now you're saying woke every 3 minutes, and we're sitting at home, we're like, ganja, man, that doesn't make sense. And I want to find out from you, for umuntu osebenzayo who's within the industry, is that really what's going on, njengamanje?
Yeah, well, somewhere, somehow it does. I mean, for me, if it works for the show, do it.
Okay.
I mean, if it does, like you're saying, we're asking ourselves, it means it doesn't fit the character. But if it does, and people are happy about it, and people are like reiterating on it, talking about it, it's all good. I mean, I'm happy about that. If it works for you as a producer, you can make me say woke 10,000 times, for as long as when I finish, I'm not woke. I'm still myself. I'm going home and I'm enjoying who I am. You know what I mean? For me, that's the most important thing.
Okay.
I'm not worried about what doesn't work, what works. I'm worried about what doesn't work.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But I found that when it comes to sort of the characters that I've been playing, I sort of gave them the lead of where they should be going. Okay. Instead of getting led from outside into the room. So it's not like maybe there's a word called woke, and then I'm gonna start saying it, and people are like, oh, it's on social media. But I would maybe say vague. I'm just saying, and then that starts trending. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I came up with something. So I just urge the young actors out there to be creative.
I hear you.
You know, it's sometimes to be creative, because trending sometimes when it comes from somewhere else, when it dies, you die with it, and you find that you're part of the woke industry, and now the woke industry
It's not
died.
woke anymore.
Now, if it's not woke anymore, it's asleep. Now you sleep with
You
it.
go home.
But if you create a new living being, you can live with it because it lives through you.
That's so true.
Yeah.
But then you, let's say for a show like Eskim Sam, right?
Yeah.
You've done that for a while.
Yeah.
So when you walk into the writer's room, or you're talking to the producers, it's okay, this is where I see the character going, maybe or some ideas that I have. They hear you a bit more because in the experience there's also time. Now for someone who's coming in, and this is my first job, I'm an actor, I'm brand new, and I'm seeing the script. But hey, there's work everywhere. Like I don't have a room to negotiate or to express my concerns. How do I address that as a young actor? Because like we all say, script is king.
Yeah, but listen, I mean, at the end of the day, sometimes it's kapapa.
Okay.
What doesn't? What's an experience? Learn, hear how it's done, see the reasons why they wanted you personally to do it. So they give you work all the time because they wanted you to do that for their own sake, because they know where they're going with the show or with your script and with your character.
Yeah.
So now the young actors no, I don't understand why I should say this. Why can't I say that? And these people sat down. It wasn't just one person saying, tomorrow he must say woke. They sat down around the table and they discussed you.
Yeah.
And you have this 1 minute to bring out what they put down for you. And you start asking these big questions like you've known forever. But at the same time, on the flip side, I'm not saying that because of experience that I've been doing it for 25,000 years.
Yeah.
Now I know, and I need to say, no, but why would I say woke all the time?
Yeah.
No. That's not important. And I'm not that kind of guy. If they say I must say woke, I would say woke.
Okay.
Like I don't bring my personal feelings into characters. I don't want to sell myself in anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? I don't say, but makeup because when I walk in the streets, people, whether they look at me and say, hey, you look better in real life, or why you look so ugly in real life?
Yeah.
On TV you look much better. I don't care. You know, if I look ugly in real life, that means I've been ugly before I went on TV.
Yeah.
Remember, real life started before TV.
That's true.
So, you know what I mean? And if I look better in real life, that means I've always been looking better in real life.
Yeah.
Because my real life started before TV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about how I look, what I say on TV and stuff. And I know actors who are experienced would say, no, I wouldn't do this. I mean, I worked with an actor long time ago, 2011, 2010, who said, and I looked at it and I'm saying, this guy says that he wants me to say all this. And it's a paragraph. It's long and I haven't learned it. And he said, my character wouldn't say this.
Yeah.
So you said, and he gave it to me. And he was a big old man. And they respected him. And I had to say all those lines. And I couldn't pull it off. It was so difficult.
Yeah.
And I think he learned it the night before. He said, nah,
I'm not doing this.
You know what I'm trying to say. So I'm worried about those kind of people who want to change everything because they've got the power to do it. So having experience doesn't mean that you can change everything.
It's the manner of approach. That's what you're saying.
Exactly.
Whether you're young or old, how you approach the conversation.
Exactly.
Because there's thought behind it.
Exactly.
But now I want to take you back a little bit. There's something you said that I found really interesting when you can be an actor for free every day. Right? Because that's what you love. Right? And now I'm just thinking, when you're speaking about social media and influencer acting and the rise of that, would you not say, if I'm an influencer actor and every day I have a phone in front of me, I have a script and I'm acting for you guys and I'm putting out shows, isn't that training? Isn't that rehearsal? Because then I'm in school, essentially. Isn't that helping keeping me warm as opposed to waiting for a job? Because sometimes we all know it can get really dry in the industry. You can go months, sometimes years waiting for a job. So does that help?
Of course it does. I mean, I watch TV and I see someone act on TV and do whatever they do, and I try to do it better.
Okay.
Every day I'm not. I'll do it this way.
Yeah.
And my kids like, oh, you started that thing again. So I mean, we have different ways of just learning how to grow our craft.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, it helps a lot. What I don't understand in that, or what I don't prefer, is when everybody else does it. You see, being on social media and trying to trend or trying to act and everything, it doesn't mean that you're good at it.
Okay.
Some people are good at it and some are not, you know. So we can do that. We can practice. We can give the audience what they want or what we think they want as social media people. But we cannot shove those things into their mouths or into their eyes and ears because we think we know how to do it. 90% of people are on social media can't act.
Okay.
Yeah, but that 10% is there and is needed. And they should keep on doing it because no one is going to call you and say, I'm giving you work.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah. But when you come back to the question you asked in the beginning and you spoke about me working for free, I'm not saying I would work for free. Okay. I would say if acting wasn't work and nobody had to work, but we had to do whatever we loved, I would still choose acting. So that means I'll still do this even if I wasn't getting paid.
I get you.
You see, but it doesn't mean that my kids must die of hunger because I'm going to act for free. No.
Yeah.
I won't. But let's say Mudimu Watar, guys, there's no more money. There's fruits and vegetables everywhere. You can eat for free and you can sleep the whole day and wake up and eat. I'll still wake up and say, before I eat, can I go and act?
Okay.
You know, because nobody has to pay me now. I can just do it. So can I do it for free?
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's really, really deep.
Yeah.
The reality is there are conversations like royalties and money, right? And when money comes into the picture, and we know in South Africa, it's not that great. We've seen so many Capitec cards saying, crowdfund for Ubaba, who was a veterinarian. Is that no? I think that I said the wrong word.
What's the
veteran?
Word? Veteran.
So
vegetable.
In the moment,
Yeah.
A veteran actor, right, saying crowdfund, I need money because they can't afford food or they've passed, right?
Yeah.
So when social media comes in, it gives an actor like you direct access to a consumer if you want it. So you picking up your phone and doing skits eventually leads to Coca-Cola or whatever brand calling you up and saying, hey, can you do a skit like this for us, and we're going to give you this amount of money. So in a way it addresses the money part and the royalty part. In that sense, what do you have to say about that? Like, are you for it? Are you against it in that way?
I'm for it. I'm for it in many ways than one, but what I'm saying is not for me. No. Personally, I wouldn't go and start doing skits and you know. I feel like, see, the thing is that what is the biggest misconception about our industry is that people die paupers. They don't have money, they can't be buried, or they're sick, they can't go to hospitals and what. Okay, but if you go to those hospitals, those public hospitals, there's everyone there. Do you get there and find actors there and say, yo, there are only actors in this hospital? No, everyone is there. So everyone is struggling in South Africa.
Okay,
it's not about actors. You know, you get there, you find people who own shops, but they are not famous. You get there, you find people who are lawyers who don't have work because there's just no work in South Africa, you see. So it's not about who you are on social media or on TV. Now that you were there, people think that you see, they don't have money, he must go into social media, he must not. No. We have teachers who go to those same hospitals. We have teachers who die and they can't be buried. We have everyone. It's just South Africa. That's just the way it is. Unfortunately, if you are in a taxi and you're on TV, you looked at as, there's no money on TV. But remember, the taxi is full.
Of everyone.
No, the taxi is full. I don't care who, but the taxi is full. And you one day. So you're not the only one in the taxi. So all these other people have a place where they work. And they're going to their workplace. So why can't I go to my workplace?
Facts. Because you're also just getting up to go to work.
To work. They're going to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some of them are going to clean some people's houses. Some are whatever they're going to do. Some are regarded as big people in their little kasi. Understand? When they leave, they go and become a mechanic and they work for someone else.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's this is what I always say. I always say in every household or in every family, there's a crazy person. I don't know. I'm sure you.
I'm thinking about someone, our family.
No, you look like the crazy one. No, I'm joking. But
can't be. I'm Mama's favorite.
But check this out. In every family, there's a person warafa.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying warafa. Like, it's not just crazies. Like, oh, I'm crazy. No, all is not okay. And if you don't know any, get married. You'll see. Or maybe if there's a funeral, go find out. You'll find out someone in your family who's mad. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Every family has got a poor person. And if you want to find out, get married, you'll see. Everyone's gonna come to your wedding, and then there's gonna be this. This is your uncle's brother's what? It's part of our family.
Yeah.
But remember, every family's got a rich person.
True.
Yeah. So you get married, you'll see.
Yeah.
Mama lobola, but hey, we're going to negotiations. Someone's gonna come. What? Can only get over 200,000. And who's this guy driving an X5?
An X5.
Yeah, the rich guy. So our industry is like a family.
That's a beautiful analogy.
You decide who you are in the industry. There are crazy people in the industry. There are poor people in my industry. There are rich people in my industry.
Yeah.
So it depends on me. Who do I choose to be?
Oh man.
If I choose to be the rich one, then I'll work towards being the rich one in my industry.
Yeah.
But I'll find the poor ones in my industry. I'll find the crazy ones in my industry. I'll find the clever ones in my industry. I'll find anyone in my industry.
Yeah.
So if you go into lawyers or doctors, you still find the same people. You'll find a doctor that drinks every day and is like, but Dr. Mama, he has nothing.
Yeah.
And when they die, they can't be buried.
Huh.
You know what I mean?
I get
so
you.
They choose who they want to be. There's no family that's a rich family. So there's no industry that's a rich industry.
That is so
there are engineers who are just poor.
That is so true. It's the same everywhere, across the board.
It's life.
The analogy is really crazy.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes we don't have that worldview because what we do or our industry is in such a public platform.
Yeah.
As opposed to the lawyering, they hide it better.
Yes.
The engineers hide it better.
Yeah.
With us, like you're saying, all our members are on display.
Yeah.
The poor is on display.
Yes,
the crazy
everyone.
is on display.
Exactly.
The rich is on display.
Yeah.
And obviously, as human beings, we enjoy, whether we like to admit it or not, we enjoy seeing people who are less than us.
Things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're not going to highlight because there are people who are succeeding here. Because I mean, that story is boring.
Yeah.
But the fact that someone can't pay for the funeral or the medical aid, that story is run across newspapers because it makes money. Because
they know him or they know her.
Right. Yeah. Oh man.
But they don't know that lawyer.
Yeah.
And they don't care.
I am surprised by you for this conversation. I'm
surprised by myself.
No man, you have the record hiding.
Serious, they
no, not nyan. It's I'm learning. Good. That's petty.
Yeah.
Kudu. No, I'm learning so much. I mean, the conversation around money and how you explained it, I think the analogy is vivid. Anyone and everyone is going to get it. Because our industry is not different. It's the same as any other industry that there is. The engineers have the same problems. The doctors have the same problems. It's just that our work takes place publicly. And then everyone gets to partake in our struggle, not so much in our success. Not so much in our success. But I mean, I want us to move into AI because there's a new kid in the block that's coming in to also shake the industry.
Yeah.
And artificial intelligence and how it's affecting everyone is quite interesting. But what I want to find out from you, when you hear artificial intelligence, deepfake, what's your first gut reaction? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Or are you like, king, twin?
For me, I feel like artificial intelligence, whether the deepfake and everything like that.
Yeah.
The only problem I have that is unlike any other industry is people still want to feel your soul.
Oh.
It's very important. People still want to have a sense of your awareness. You know, when you're asleep at night and you are in Joburg, but you see yourself in America.
Yeah.
That is, your awareness goes to America.
Okay.
You understand? That's the awareness. That's the consciousness. That's the being. That's the self. And that thing is important for people. They might love your work, but if you don't have that, because AI doesn't have that, remember, if you don't have that, people will still lack something from you. They'll still say, oh, this is good acting.
But
man, something is not connecting. And because they don't know what AI is, because AI doesn't carry consciousness.
It doesn't.
So in essence, I say AI doesn't carry emotions. So it's I can make you emotional.
Okay.
But I have to have the same kind of emotions to make you emotional. But I can still make you emotional and have no emotions myself.
Let me think about that for a moment.
So let me give you a good example so you understand. When I was at varsity, when they're teaching us about acting, they'll tell you there are two kinds of actors. There's the shaman actor.
Okay.
And there's the threshold method actor.
Expand for me.
So the method actor is the person that is technical. You look there once and you look there once and you do this, and then people will be emotional.
Okay.
And then this is how you want. I'll give you a good example. Is this? If I ask you a question, say, have you ever lost someone you love in your life?
Yes.
And I know that you're telling me the truth by what you did with your eyes.
Oh, and I was not even conscious.
No, you know what you do.
Yeah.
You close your eyes, but you look down.
I did.
You look down. But if I say, do you remember where you were 6 o'clock yesterday? Now think of where you were 6 o'clock yesterday. Thank you. You know what you do? You'd go into your right up. You cannot go down and go. No. You always move to the, because you're thinking. If I say, do you know who you want to be in the next 5 years? You react differently. You go to your left up because now you're creating something. See, a liar would go up and create. That's the future. And then the truth of what you did yesterday, you go up somewhere else because that's the past. It happened. But then when you said you look down, they teach you all those the factors, and then you start doing that. You're becoming a technical actor. Because now what you're saying is, I'm going to look down because I'm sad. I'm going to look down, and then they'll feel it, but you're not feeling it. So that
you're removed from it.
So that you becoming AI. Because now it's all technical for you. But remember, you don't carry the right consciousness. You don't carry the right awareness because it's technical. That's the one type of acting. And then there's that one called the shaman, which is what I love. Is I haven't taken drugs in my life, but my first character on a show called Generations, if I should mention it, I was a druggie. So now I didn't know how it looks and feels like. And they told me to go to a, what you call it?
A rehabilitation.
And I didn't go. But I relied on shamanism, on my soul and my consciousness going there and bringing something for me. And then showing itself through me, and I'll show it to the world. And I don't think I was the greatest with it, but but I tried.
But isn't that dangerous then? Because now there's two types of methods that we've put forward, right? One kind of supports AI, right? The technical actor. And it would be easier for me to use artificial intelligence to create a character and to react in that sense you were saying. If I wrote on the script, he's lying, the AI figure will look down and all of those things. And then the other,
Shaman.
The shaman method, when as an actor yourself, you have to be in the moment. You have to feel it. So then the other one seems more fun, or not fun, maybe let's say it seems more doable. So the AI is going to take that route.
No, even if it does, remember, what I do and I love is every time after you've done a scene, you feel great because of how you feel. Acting is about feeling. Now, if I've done this and this and this, and I know how you feel, but I didn't feel it, I'm not happy about my acting. You see, acting moves with you because wherever you are, you feel good about what you do. Right? It's not only about acting. Whatever you do, if you fix someone's car and you know that car is moving wherever it is, you're happy about it. And if you said, it looks like it's fixed, but you know it's not fixed, you worry that he's going to come back and say, but it's not fixed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're
So
saying.
what's important for me is to carry that feeling and know that I felt it. And how they felt it, I don't really know, but I felt it. You know what I mean? Acting is about breathing, and breathing is life.
It's life.
So if I'm living and I'm breathing, how I make you feel by stopping to breathe for a second, and I'm thinking, and it makes you stop breathing.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But I do not want to say, now I stop breathing for 2 seconds. Now I start breathing. I don't know if you realize this. There are two kinds of dancers.
Okay.
There are the African dancers.
The rhythm.
The rhythm. Who just dance. They don't care. And then there are those who say 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
2, 3, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And
5,
they do
6, 7, 8.
the same moves.
Yeah.
I studied desert varsity because I went to University of Pretoria.
Yeah.
And we used to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And this thing used to be a problem. And then I looked at it and I was like, all they're doing is do this.
Yeah.
Do that. You know? So we, as Batavans, already it comes naturally. And now the dancing looks good. And then with them, if you miss 3, it's 1, 4, and now we have a problem.
Because it's too technical now.
But it's okay when you don't have rhythm.
Okay, I
But
get
when you have rhythm, use it. So use the method acting when you don't have a rhythm. I'm not saying
Don't use it.
No. People who are doing method acting don't have acting rhythm. No. I'm not saying that. It's just a question of preference.
Yeah.
But it helps for those who don't have rhythm
I hear you.
to then learn how to have the acting rhythm.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say?
We're also just saying that and bringing it back to the conversation around artificial intelligence and the fact that we are at an age where AI can like mimic mannerism,
Yeah.
right? They can mimic your voice,
Yeah.
and all of the things that they can right now. But you're saying, at the crux of it, they still don't have soul, which is where the actor wins.
Exactly.
As an actor, that's what you need to know.
Exactly.
This is what I bring to the table. They can add, like now we're sitting here, AI can add a different building behind us.
Yes.
They can do all of those things. They can add extras.
Yes.
But they can't add the emotions that you and I share and feel as we have this conversation.
Exactly.
The excitement in me.
Yeah.
That people can feel. Maybe on screen you're watching, you're like, my eyes are wide open because I'm enjoying the conversation, and AI can't do that because that instinctively happens even without me consciously being aware of I'm so drawn in, I'm so pulled out without anyone telling me.
Yes.
Okay.
See, the thing is, people don't understand. What people don't understand is it can mimic everything we're doing now, and we have the same kind of podcast again, but with us not being here.
Yeah.
And it's exactly the same as this. The only problem is in that podcast, there's no soul. So now, whatever people are going to feel, because people might not know. So they have moments where they feel, but a lot of people have real feelings because they have souls.
Yeah.
You must understand, we touch people's minds and brains and whatever, hearts, but we still touch their souls. So if we don't send our souls to them, their souls will not accept the lie. Even though their brains is accepting the lies. You understand? So it's very important for us to still have the soul, to still have the consciousness, the awareness of life, to say, this is who I am, the character that you are. You see, character is not built by how you do things, but it's built by your soul.
And you can tell when a character has a soul. You're like, this person lived before the camera said action, and this person is going to live after the camera say cut.
Exactly.
Right? And also now it's making me think, you know, when you're scrolling on social media, right? There's now this new age AI Popeyes. They look really nice. They're moving, they're telling stories, but you'll watch it for 2 minutes. And sometimes the story is fun, but then you just move on from it. And there's no feeling that you have because it's what you're saying.
It's not a human
There's
being.
no human being there. There's no feeling. So an actor can't be replaced by AI in that sense. Well, maybe at least for now.
Forever until the day you build that machine, and obviously we're going to have machines that work instead of people. You build that machine that has a soul. I don't know where you're going to buy that soul, but a lot of people are selling their souls these days. So maybe they're selling those souls into the AI machines, and then they become soulful AI whatever. And
then they can maybe compete with you for an audition or for a role.
Of course.
But then also, that's such a, you've opened my brain. Poof. Because I mean, like, there's no way you can make a show. There's no way you can make a podcast without human consciousness, without the soul of a human being being a part of this. But another thing that I saw around the AI and actors and everything is this digital immortality.
Yeah.
Right. Let me try and explain it. Maybe do I understand? But basically, it's saying, from my understanding, let's say we will take like, you see how your face is sitting right now.
Yeah. How
your face moves, your voice, your eyes, and everything is stored digitally, right?
Okay.
So then they're able to replicate a digital Putla online to do that, to do whatever they want you to do for the next 50 years, all right?
Okay.
As an actor, which a lot of people are against, because then it's like you're using my likeliness, and it's going to be there forever. And I have no control of it. So if let's say you captured me now at 45, for the next 100 years, I'm going to be 45 years old, because I'm not aging, because you only captured me at 45.
Yeah.
And it also raises the question, doesn't that take away work from younger actors who are coming in? Because if they captured you now in your 40s, right, they can only use you in your 40s. So whoever's coming up and who's about to turn 40, they can't get jobs because they have Putla. And when now you are 65 and now you can't play a father or a grandfather, a 65-year-old, because they captured Denzel Washington at 45, at 75, and they want to use him. So what do you say about that? Are you happy with the digital immortalization of it all? Or are you like, no, this is going too far?
Look, people have to do what they want and what they can do in terms of the technicalities of life. I mean, I have no say around changing that or not changing that.
Yeah.
But what's important for me is, look, right now, whatever I do now, then the guy that's going to do this 20 years from now, who's now 20, is going to be much better than me. So I can only do what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
And at the time, there'll be things would have changed. And even if AI can change and be me 20 years from now, and I'm still like this, but I'm having the trends of the time, I'll still not have the soul. So I'll be competing with someone who has a soul, who has awareness at the time. So they'll be better than me.
Yeah.
They will use those people, unless those people are just bad. Hence I said to you, we gotta have people that are good at this, knowing that they are doing it.
Yeah.
If not, AI must take over.
Who? Is there a part of AI that excites you as an actor, that you believe would say, this is good for the industry? Like, this could be potentially good, what it can do at this point as an actor?
There are some tracks that I listen to that are so beautiful now. I don't. They say AI something.
Yeah.
Beautiful songs. Man, I'm like, wow. And then I only knew like 2 weeks later into I picked this song that I like. I'm like, it's AI, because I started hearing a lot of them sounding the same.
The same, yes.
You see, that's where AI loses the soul.
Yeah.
Or having showing us that it doesn't have soul. Because if it was only that song, it's okay. But then the repetition, meaning I still have to teach the AI.
Yes.
So, but remember, you change every day and you grow every day. But AI will not grow every day with you. It can only be you yesterday. Until you teach it what you are today, it can only be you today.
That's true.
You know, my cells are changing every day. My soul is moving around every day. My consciousness is becoming new consciousness every day. Yeah. My awareness, I'm being aware every second. So I understand that. So the AI can only be aware for this moment.
Yeah.
And the next 20 seconds, the AI that's me or like me doesn't understand that unless if I'm there.
Okay.
You understand?
I understand.
For it to learn.
Yeah. So in a way, there's no room for it in the creative, not just acting as artists in the creative space. There's no room, maybe no room is not the right way to say it, but there's no way it's going to make like the big shift that everyone is expecting. It's going to replace an actor. It's going to replace a musician. It's going to replace a cameraman. It's going to replace all departments that are important, the head of set designs and all of those, because it can't do that.
It can.
It can.
Yeah, it can.
Digitally.
Yeah, it can replace those who are not talented.
Oh,
So you remember we are at a space where we rely on talent.
Yeah.
And talent for me personally is that word consciousness and awareness. But talent for me is who you really are inside.
Yeah.
You know, you can grow the tricks and tactics of what God has given you in your talent.
Yeah.
But that talent given thing is there forever, and it will grow on its own in its own realm. So AI cannot go into another realm. Do you understand? It stays in the same kind of realm. So when we are there on that realm with the AI, we can replace those who are not on the other realm, who cannot visit the other, who don't understand what this talent is about.
Yeah.
We replace them with AI, of course.
Huh.
But I don't think touch mark my words. I don't think that AI will ever be able to replace me. And I'm not saying me personally, but I'm saying people who are really into this and they love this, and maybe God has given them talent to do it.
This has been a great conversation. I've learned so much, and I'm sad we're gonna wrap it up because I mean, you close the deal, Luguti. They can't replace you. AI.
Us.
Yeah. Let me figure myself in there.
Yeah, you're good at this. You're good at this. Yeah.
They can't replace what we do, or artificial intelligence can't replace what we do, especially as creatives, because it doesn't have soul and consciousness that we have. So thank you so much, Mr. Putla.
Thank you. Did I always say artificial intelligence?
You said AI.
Oh, okay.
Are you saying artificial intelligence?
No, there's a word that came to artificial insemination.
Oh, no. Different show.
Different show.
Different show.
That's what I studied agriculture as well.
Okay.
So we used to do that. So I'm like, did I say okay? Intelligence. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, that's the show today. Everyday AI. I think one of the important things that I learned from a conversation with Mr. Putla Oguti, as actors, yes, AI is here to evolve. Maybe we're gonna get better cameras. It can help us there.
Yeah.
But it cannot do what creatives do.
Yeah.
Whether you're a singer, you're a painter, you're an actor.
Yeah.
All of those need your soul to actually work. So AI doesn't have soul, and that's, I think, is one of the important conversation or takeaways from a conversation as creatives. We would say, hey, we have stories to tell, and our stories need our soul to tell it correctly. So without that, we don't have story. So we as young people who are producers, writers, and creators should not worry in that sense. We can't be replicated. Yeah. Cool. Mr. Putla.
Ba re shule kwele ka moka ka gae ba re so le botlhokwa le speed sa bona sa tlhokega re tswala re a ke zo ka inka speed ka re zolo shitty
Are those clan names?
Yeah, ke nna.
Oh, nna.
Matlhaji.
Okay.
Marubutla mmalwa lo kobela mosese le matlhaji. Motho mo tintsha digoto.
That's the soul you're talking about. That's the soul you're talking about. That's the soul you're talking about. I guess so. Because I can feel it in my bones. I don't know what you're saying, but I can feel it in my bones. Yeah. All right. I'll see you in part 2. We have to do part 2 now.
Yeah,